Hi, I'm Frank. I'm going to show you around the mine a little bit there. This is a little video I made of clips that I made of flying over the Phoenix mine. It's a pretty fascinating area. It's been mined about 125 years ago. There's all kinds of old tunnels and interesting history and stuff to explore around there if anyone is ever curious about it. I'll show you a little map that I drew here, just because it's a little confusing when you're flying over it, what's where exactly. In the middle there, you can see it says pond there. That's the main part of the mine. You'll see the tailings pond and stuff there. And then these X's here, that's a power line that runs up along it. And what really interesting is all these dots here, and there are a whole bunch of old mine shafts and caves that are in the area. Right beside it there, that's the Lone Star Pond. I'll mention that, and this is the Lone Star Road here. And then if you look up at the corner here, that's where the ski hill is and Marshall Lake. And the old town of Phoenix, there's nothing much left there, but you'll see some wrecks there. So sit back and do up the seatbelt and have a look. Okay, we're just heading north now. We're just coming up towards the Phoenix. That's the Lone Star Road. We're just kind of starting to cross it in the middle there. And we're come up to the mine site now. Kind of following the Lone Star mine. You can see the Lone Star Pond in the very back there. And then you're going to start seeing some of these mine shafts and stuff. So you see the hole kind of in the middle of the screen. So we're following the North Star road here. And that'd be the North Star Pond there on your right there. And we're just coming over. You start to see some of these, a whole bunch of these old mine shafts. We're coming over the tailings pond into the main mine site now. On your left at the top of the screen there, that's the actual mine, the Phoenix mine, the main part of it. We go to that road going to the right is the one actually going down to E Holt there. And we're just going to continue along north here. And the ski hill is just over this hill here. You can kind of see the road is following the ski hill's on your right there. That's all ski hill. And Marshall Lake is up to your left there. So now we're going south again. We turned around again. We're heading back to the mine. And on your left there, you can see that there's a big, kind of a big buffer there to keep the tailings from actually heading to Greenwood. So now we're just going around the back side of the mountain. We're heading straight south as if we were going to go to the States. And we're going over the height of land. We're making a big circle around the whole entire mine site. Over the height of land here, you can see there's a little clear cut that's been logged there. Straight ahead of us, there's the actual, the main part of the mine. We'll just call it the Phoenix mine. That's the last part that was mined back in the 1970s. The last, and all these caves and stuff are old mine shafts. They're over 100 years old. They're the old style of mining. The big open pit is the newer style of mining. So there hasn't been any mining there since the 1970s. So now we're flying over height of land there, and you can start to see that power line on the right side. You see where that power line runs along there. All the mining is to the left side of the power line. There's nothing to the right side that I know of. So now we're going north again, almost the same path as we went before. And we go over different areas. You'll notice a lot more mines at just a different angle. And you can start to see a bunch of these big holes in here. They're just huge places to visit. They're really interesting. We're going right over the middle of the mine and over the top of the berm there, and we're heading straight down to the main part of the Phoenix, the new part of the Phoenix mine there. So in the back there, that other little pond is a tailings pond, another tailings pond, and then there's a dam in there, and that would, in case the main, those two ponds ever breached, it would flood out Greenwood. So the purpose of those two berms and ponds is actually to protect that in case it ever give away, which happens to tailings ponds sometimes. So we're going to have a little bit of a tighter shot. We're coming in a little closer than we did last time. We're heading south now again, and we're flying just over top of the main Phoenix mine. On the right there, way in the corner, you can see there's a big, we missed it there, but there's a big telecommunications site there that you can tell us has that or something. And here we are, we're coming into over the top of the mine again. Here's quite steep in the back there, and there's a whole bunch of old houses and buildings and stuff, log buildings, right in this little valley right here. where you can't really see it, but it's right underneath us. There's a bunch of old log buildings and stuff down in there. And here we are coming up to the power line again. There's nothing past the power line. There's the power line. We're heading north again. And we're going to go up that little valley. And kind of in the middle there, there's a valley there. You can see some workings and stuff in there. And that's where there's quite a few old buildings down that little valley. There's a little trail, a quad trail that goes down in through there, where you can actually see all these old buildings and stuff. Not much there, some dovetail log buildings and stuff. And we're heading north again over the mine, just a little tighter than we were last time. I was looking for a place to land there. There could be possibly a place to land, and I'm not saying you should land it or safe to land there, but if you look at the bottom of this, if you look on your left side there, right along the water there, there's a big stretch there. It looks like almost like a runway going in there. There's probably enough room to land a small bush plane in there. Even though I haven't walked it, I don't know if it's able to, but it looks to it's maybe a possibility to land along the water there. And we're just coming around again. Every time you come in at a different angle, you'll notice more mine shafts. We're doing 80 miles an hour. It's about as slow as I can go and still film. But you can miss a lot of stuff going 80 miles an hour. There's a lot more stuff in there that you can't see that well. This just kind of gives you a pretty good overview as to what's there and what's located there. Again, we're traveling over the power line. And here we are going north again. And we're going to make this as the last pass we'll be making over that valley again. And you can kind of see that bit of a trail there right in the middle there. That's the quad trail that goes up there. And like I say, that's right in behind the mine. The main part of the mine is kind of a little bit of a lower valley, and pretty interesting area as far as old buildings and stuff goes. And we're flying right over top of the mine here once again over the tailings. We did go up through a bunch of these tailings, go through there, and there's not really that much of anything that we found of interest up on the very top there. Other than kind of a pretty cool view, I guess. There wasn't really, no old buildings or artifacts of any type that we noticed up there. It is kind of neat going up there, but so here we are. We're coming around again, and then we're gonna take kind of a bit of a different track here along that ridge on the top there, and have a closer look and poke into some of these old mines that are up on this ridge here, between, like again, the height of the land and the power line there. So here we come around again here, right over top of the ridges, kind of height of land. If we look, we're just flying right over a great big hole here. You'll see as it comes up here right below you. There it is right there. It's coming up in the center there. That's a pretty big hole right there. And then there's a whole bunch more here. There's another one right there below us. Great big huge holes. It's just like a termites in there. Just a whole bunch of holes up all along there. And just fascinating to walk in there. I don't know if it's safe or not. I mean, but it's certainly interesting to look at. So here we are. We're going along. There's the North Star Pond right below you. We're following that North Star Pond. We're going kind of to the west, and just look at all those old mines in there. Traveling about 80 miles an hour here, so it's not a very big area, so you fly over it pretty quick. We're over the height of land. That tower would be way in the back there to the right there. And coming back around here, and there's the power line again here. So we're going to turn around. We're going to make another pass over these mines here. And you can start to see a bunch of these holes in here. That Marshall Lake's in the background. We're actually we're pointing east here now, so we're kind of a little bit northeast. And that's the North Star Road and the North Star Pond there, and then the main part of the mine is in behind that. Right about in the middle there, there's a cenotaph there. Just where the road goes to Marshall Lake to the right, there's an old World War I memorial there. It's called the cenotaph. It's one of the few remaining things left in Phoenix. This road here is the road comes up from the highway. It says Phoenix, and it goes up, and it kind of follows the old from E-Holt, the old trail coming up there. And we're coming around, there's not Marshall Lake, there's that North Star Pond again. and we're kind of going over the same track over and over again, but you see different stuff on every um, different altitude you fly and a little different pattern, eh? And every time you go over there, you just see more and more interesting things to look at. There's an arch there. You can see a hole right through there. It looks really cool. It looks like it's an arch. You can walk right over top of it. And there's a tunnel going through it. It looks kind of like the arch at Renata a little bit, except this one's not natural. And we're facing pretty much straight south here. Oh, now we're again up the power line. Same thing over and over again. We're just trying to get the different shots of some of these different mines here. We're heading over the same pattern again, over the height of land. The mine's just in behind over this hill. Probably pretty close to where that arch is from the other side now. I don't know if we can see it or not. If we continue heading in this direction, that road goes down to Greenwood. Eventually, I haven't driven down that way, but that's where it comes out at. Right below us there, that's where the old town of Phoenix was there. There's only a couple of some concrete footings and stuff. There's nothing really much left of it. It was pretty much destroyed last time they mined there. They piled tailings there, and I guess they needed room to do what they were doing there. Marshall Lake's to your right there. Very kind of nice little campsite there. Wasn't busy at all when we were there. And there's a big, in the middle of the screen, there's a big dam there, and that was designed to hold all those tailings ponds in case they ever broke, because if they did, there'd be a lot of water coming down this valley and would end up at Greenwood. If you continue on this road, this is the road going to Greenwood. So we're kind of going west, southwest. No, maybe northwest, I guess. Continue down there. The road makes a big a bunch of bends there, and if you continue going down there, the graveyard's right there. The Phoenix Old Graveyard from Phoenix is there. I'm not sure if you can actually see it right there, but I've been to it. It's a pretty interesting place to visit. This is the Roxall's mine that they have, that they get their material for doing their installation and stuff. So that's the end of our tour. We're heading back to Grand Forks. So we'll throw some tunes on, and about another 6-minute ride back. You can have a look over Grand Forks if you like.
Drive our ships to it's not true. Wanted a woman, never bargained for you. Lots of people talking, few of them know. Soul of a woman was created below. Every day I work so hard, bringing home